Back here on Sports Guys Talking Wrestling, Stu Myrick here, and the Rhodes Wrestling Academy getting ready for Student Showcase number 11. It is hard to believe that we are up to 11 of these.
All right.
It's coming up this Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central on the RWA YouTube channel, Rhodes Wrestling Academy YouTube channel.
Yep.
Because you also have Rhodes Wrestling Association, and by you, I mean the owner, head coach of the Rhodes Wrestling Academy, also the lead promoter of the Rhodes Wrestling Association. We'll talk about that. And, as I lovingly refer to him, my AEW correspondent. He is the legendary Natural Dustin Rhodes.
What's up, buddy? You good?
Dustin?
How are you?
I'm good, man.
We've done a lot of these so far.
We have.
I
think we might get this one right. So
we're getting a little. We have a little content now.
11th class, and
Yep.
you were telling me when we were together last week, this class was a bit of a challenge.
It was, you know.
Just give me your thoughts on this class, but what you have seen, what you've seen come out of that challenging class.
Well, I mean, they've worked hard. We've unfortunately dropped a few, but there's always a couple that stand out in the class, and they're in the showcase, and I think they're going to do well. It was a challenge, when you don't have a lot of people. It's not always like that, but every once in a while, it's just it's hard, and it's challenging for me because I just really got to pull something out of them, and I do, and I get them there usually around the 6-week mark, and they start to step up a little bit. It's not for everybody.
It is. Well, and
it takes longer for some than it does others.
Right, and that's kind of what whether it's Rhodes Wrestling Academy or Dog Pound or any of the other schools. One of the prevailing factors is the simple fact this is not for everybody. It is hard work, and there are those that want to try it, but then they figure out it's just not for them.
They come in and they see it on TV and it looks easy, right? But you got to remember we've been doing this for years, and that's how we make things look so easy.
Exactly.
And it's not. It's there's so many mechanics involved, so many different movements and everything. It's very hard. It's very hard for a lot of people to grasp, and some get it, like I said, sooner than others. And some people just keep working on it and they finally get it, and it's okay as long as they keep trekking away at it and picking away and just getting better and focusing on their individual selves and brands. They'll be fine. But I mean, this one was a tough one.
It was. Well,
but I'm proud of what we have for this showcase, and I think it'll be just fine.
Yeah, 5 matches, going to be great. We'll also hear from the RWA Women's Champion, Iris, and that kind of leads into the Rhodes Wrestling Association. You've got your first event on November 21st, Texas Fall Fury, right here in the RWA bullpen, as you like to call it.
Yeah.
How excited are you to promote your first independent wrestling card?
It's been a lifelong dream to do that, and I remember doing some with my dad at TCW back in the day, many, many years ago. But to actually run something by myself and to figure this out as we go, and we're growing, and this is our first show. I'm very excited about it, but also nervous. I want everything to. I want the performers to work their best and just put on an outstanding show for the 130 fans that we do have in attendance. We sold out, which is a blessing, and we're only going to get better each time. I'm just kind of nervous on the first one. I just want it to go as planned, and I hope it does, and I'm sure it will. These kids are outstanding. They work hard. This is the best of the best that I have from all the camps that have stepped in and tried to make this card. It's going to be good. I'm very excited about it.
I know it's going to be a fantastic debut for the Rhodes Wrestling Association. That's coming up on November 21st. You mentioned it's sold out, which that's great to hear. We
will announce our second show after the first one.
Okay.
In the ring, and then online.
Good to know. I know, like you said, a lot of the wrestlers are alums of the Rhodes Wrestling Academy. You also have Vert Vixen coming in, who is one of the top names in independent wrestling right now.
Yeah.
I've called several of her matches for Inspire and other entities. So it's going to be exciting to watch.
My main thing is I just want to build the students that I have, and occasionally bring in a couple people. But, I want these guys to have a chance at building their own brands and becoming the superstars in their own minds, right, in their own right. I'm looking forward to it because we do have some great athletes. And, every match for this for Texas Fall Fury is going to be pretty good. It's going to be really good. And they've worked hard, and I want to watch them grow. That's the payoff for me now. Is sitting back and watching what I taught them, and them going out and just performing and getting better each time they step in there in front of people, which make it a lot better because as forgiving as fans are, they're going to let you know if something sucks.
Yeah,
they're going to let you know if something's great, right? And it's up to the superstars themselves to not get frustrated when the fans may not like something.
Yeah.
And hold your composure in the ring and continue and just grow and get better from what they didn't like. Mm-hmm. Choose not to do that maybe next time. And it's going to be a learning process. You always learn in front of people.
Yeah.
That's where you really learn. Now, when we have these showcases, yes, it's our roster kind of behind, around the ring. They know when to cheer, when to boo, all that kind of stuff. But to actually have the fans come in and whether they like this or not, they're going to make themselves heard.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I just hope that I hope it's going to be a great show. I'm sure it is. The fans are going to be really happy by the end of this night. I'm praying that they will come back for the second one, the third, the fourth, the fifth, however many we do. Right?
I think
just keep going.
I've seen the card's going to be great, and it's going to be fantastic. Let's get to a couple things. First of all, of course, you are not only 1/3 of the Ring of Honor World Six-Man Tag Team Champions with Marshall and Ross Von Erich. You're also 1/2 of the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions with Sammy Guevara.
My boys.
I tell you what, and it seems like especially in the last couple weeks, everybody's coming after you. I've seen the Righteous coming after you. I've seen Shane Taylor Promotions. Now they add the Infantry to their fold.
Mm-hmm.
They're wanting to come after you. Those tag team titles are becoming very hot commodities there in Ring of Honor. Give me your thoughts on who you might see first coming up to challenge you and Sammy.
Well, I mean, in all my years in the industry, I remember this. I remember chasing that title, those titles, whichever titles that, I was chasing at the time. But it's always about the chase. And I expect them to come out of the woodworks because we are the champions. And we're the champions for a reason. We're good. We're really good. And that's why we're the champions. I think for Sammy and I, yes, I have seen, like the Righteous, they're a big thorn in my side right now. And, it's only just – it's getting worse, and it's like every week it's something else, and we always got to have eyes in the back of our head and be on our tiptoes because you don't know where they're coming from. And I like the characters, and I like these guys, but I think they're trying to make the name off of our backs, and that's just not going to go down well for them.
You're right now, but then again, that's kind of their modus operandi. Vincent and Dutch. They're just vicious. Vincent, I believe, is a former tag team champion in Ring of Honor. So they're, and then, like I say, then you look at the Infantry and Shane Taylor Promotions, and I've known Shane for many years, and they will stop at nothing. So, yeah, looking forward to seeing how that tag title picture.
I expect it. I expect anything and everybody, and we'll work anybody and just bring it on. Whoever, let's do this one at a time, all right? Get in line.
Absolutely. The other thing I want to talk to you about, AEW, Jon Moxley, the current AEW World Champion, I guess now they're the Death Riders, not the Blackpool Combat Club anymore. They're the Death Riders. He has this vision of how he wants AEW to be, and they are going to try make that vision happen with all the viciousness and all the brutality and all the violence. You are practically an AEW original. Just give me your thoughts on what Jon Moxley and Claudio and Wheeler and Pac and Marina Shafir, what they are doing and give me some insight as to what the locker room is thinking.
Well, it's like I said, you have to have eyes in the back of your head at all times. Mox and his group, Claudio, and I mean, they're tough. They're fighters, and that's what they do and have done for a living. I mean, it's I don't know what Mox's deal is, but this isn't his company. You know, we all work here, and I've been here since the beginning. And Tony knows that, and Tony knows it's his company. So I would imagine Tony's a little bit upset that he's calling it, you know, his company kind of deal. But you always have to have eyes in the back of your head and ready for anything, because they can attack anybody at any time, whether you agree with them or not. And it's there, and they're there in numbers, and numbers are what usually gets people down.
Well, I mean, time will tell what's going to happen. Looks like we will see, you know, John Moxley and Orange Cassidy at Fall Fury for that AEW World title. See what happens after that. Can they come back? You look at Darby Allin. You look at the rest of the locker room, whether it's Private Party, the new AEW World Tag Team Champions, or, you know, even the Dark Order has seemingly come to the aid of AEW. So,
Right.
One more thing about the student showcase, and you've got a camp coming up in January, correct?
Yes.
So if there's someone that wants to learn about being a professional wrestler and learn from one of the greatest,
Well, thank you.
RhodeSWrestlingAcademy.com, correct?
Yep.
And the camp starts in January.
Yep.
Should be a
First
fancy
weekend in January.
start off the new year by learning from the best. He is the Natural Dustin Rhodes. RWA Student Showcase number 11 this Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central on the Rhodes Wrestling Academy YouTube channel, and then Rhodes Wrestling Association Texas Fall Fury November
Live,
21st.
baby.
And it will be available on the Rhodes Wrestling Association YouTube channel shortly after, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Rhodes Wrestling Association.
There you go.
YouTube
Awesome.
channel.
Dustin, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, absolutely.